Former Pakistani Prime Ministers and arch-rivals Nawaz Sharif and Imran Khan have both declared victory, as still no clear winner has emerged in the Pakistan elections. The February 8th elections have been marred by violence, mobile disruptions and delayed results. Serious rigging allegations have also been levelled by major political parties, throwing the country into further political turmoil. As per the latest figures, Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's backed independent candidates have won 98 out of the 266 directly elected seats in the National Assembly. Nawaz Sharif's PML-N has become the single largest party with 67 seats. Meanwhile, former Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's Pakistan's People's Party, or the PPP, is in third spot with 51 seats so far. These numbers are expected to change further as results for 24 National Assembly seats are yet to be declared. Nawaz Sharif won his National Assembly seat from Lahore's National Assembly 130. Imran Khan, who is serving a 14-year prison sentence, was not allowed to contest. His party's poll symbol was also struck off by the Election Commission barely weeks ahead of the polls. His party leaders hence ran as independents. In the latest, PTI chief Gohar Ali Khan won from Buner's NA30 seat. Pakistan People's Party chief Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, who is also the son of assassinated Premier Benazir Bhutto, has secured victory on two seats, the NA194 seat in Lakhana and the NA196 seat in Kamber Shadat Court. However, Bilawal has lost the Lahore National Assembly seat NA127 to PML-N's Atta Tarar. Despite trailing behind Imran Khan-backed independents, Nawaz Sharif organized a victory speech Friday evening. Sharif said that his party would talk to other rival groups to form a coalition government. According to reports that came late on Friday night, Sharif met PPP co-chairman Asif Ali Zardari shortly after his victory speech.
Alhamdulillah, Muslim League Noon is the largest single party in the country today after the elections, और मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारा फर्ज है कि इस मुल्क को भंवर से निकाला जाए.
Interestingly, Imran Khan's PTI party also released an audiovisual message created using artificial intelligence. In the message, Imran Khan rejected Sharif's claim to victory and congratulated his supporters on winning the election, urging them to celebrate and protect their vote.
मेरे पाकिस्तानियों, आपने कल वोट देकर अपनी हकीकी आज़ादी की बुनियाद रख दी है. मैं आप सबको इलेक्शन 2024 जीतने पर मुबारकबाद देता हूं. मुझे आप सब पर पूरा भरोसा था कि आप वोट देने निकलेंगे. आपने मेरे भरोसे का मान रखा और आपके मैसिव टर्नआउट ने सबको हैरान कर दिया है. लंदन प्लान फेल हो चुका है आपके वोट की वजह से.
Independent members cannot form a government on their own under Pakistan's complex election system. Pakistan's National Assembly, which is the lower house of parliament, has 70 reserved seats. These seats, reserved for women and non-Muslims, are allocated or allotted to parties based on their winnings. Independents, however, have the option to join any party after the elections. Result declaration marred by chaos and confusion has also triggered some unrest outside polling stations and elsewhere. At least 2 people have been killed in the post-election violence in the country's northwest region. Meanwhile, the US, the UK and the European Union have separately expressed concerns about Pakistan's electoral process and urged a probe into reported irregularities. They mentioned allegations of interference, including arrests of activists. Always Tawheed is a senior journalist and is now joining us live from Washington, D.C. Mr. Tawheed, good evening to you and welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you very much for having me in your show.
We've seen some interesting developments in Pakistan over the past 24 hours. We've seen PML-N and the PTI both declaring victory, and the final results have not been declared yet. How do you view this latest development?
Dramatic events unfolded in the last 24 hours. No one predicted the way results started pouring in, showing heavy mandate for jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan. His supporters came out with resilience immense defiance, and everyone knows in Pakistan that Mr. Imran Khan and his party faced desertions, defections, convictions, and probably faced the crackdown allegedly orchestrated by country's military establishment. And despite of that, in spite of that, his supporters, mostly young, in northwest Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and central Punjab province, which is the heartland of Pakistan's military establishment, and the arch rival, Mr. Khan's arch rival and veteran politician Nawaz Sharif, who remained Prime Minister thrice in Pakistan. They actually showed great resilience, which was not only unexpected for political pundits, but probably for military establishment. They actually, right now, the election results, which you have just narrated, now showing that the biggest bloc is Mr. Khan's backed independent candidates.
Let's talk about that. Tawheed, let's talk about that now, because the independents are now, or the independent candidates are now on the rise. And we understand that PML-N Supremo, that is Nawaz Sharif, is trying to convince these independent candidates to join his party. Will he be able to convince them enough to form a coalition if he wins?
That is going to be a challenge. That is going to be a challenge not only for Mr. Imran Khan and his party leaders, who are on surface. Mr. Khan is in prison. So obviously the party is facing difficult position. No doubt that supporters came out and they translated their support for Mr. Khan or resistance vote against the military establishment in terms of votes. Massive resistance vote was cast for Mr. Khan. Now it is going to be a challenge for Mr. Khan and his party leaders to unite those independent candidates. And at the same time, now we know that backstage political wheeling dealing, which is a tradition in Pakistani politics, that is going to happen, that is happening. But Mr. Khan's party leaders are very confident that they say that they have taken oath of allegiance to all the independent candidates who have won in the name of Mr. Imran Khan or his party, Tehreek-e-Insaf. So they are not going to betray. And they cite an example that the defectors who actually deserted the party, they have been defeated in the election. At the same time, Mr. Nawaz Sharif is also facing a huge problem because it was perceived that Mr. Sharif's return, Mr. Sharif's sentence or conviction, which was overturned by the court, and he was free to participate in the Pakistani politics, was seen as perceived as having backing of military establishment, could not secure many seats, and even in his support base province, Punjab province, Tehreek-e-Insaf actually gave Mr. Sharif a real challenge.
I'm sorry I have to cut you short because we are running out of time. But thank you very much for all your insights and for talking to WION World is One today. I've been talking to Awais Tawheed, who is a senior journalist live from Washington, D.C. Mr. Tawheed, thank you.
My pleasure.